Howdy there, papper snappers. How many of you have had your doctor or respiratory therapist say, here's your CPAP mask, go ahead and you just wear this thing, it's gonna be great. Next! That's a bad situation. Oh my God, I messed up my throat by yelling. So what we're gonna do today is talk about the proper fitting, the proper sizing, I should say, of a nasal CPAP mask. When I say nasal CPAP mask, I'm talking about something that just covers up your nose but does not go into your nose. Now I have a smattering of nasal CPAP masks for you. So we've got kind of the normal style, and then we have the cradle style that rests under your nose but doesn't go into your nose. That would be a nasal pillow mask.
So how do we size these things?
Phenomenal question. Now I have two different sizes here. I have the medium and I have the large. Now this is the Air Touch N20 made by ResMed. Air Touch because it has memory foam. Now this is actually kind of interesting. This is totally an aside, so pause the video so you can take notes. We have two different sizes, medium, large. I got the large when I was in a pinch and I had to use something. I've been using the medium forever. Now they say these cushions, this is totally an aside, these cushions only last 30 days. I've been using this easily more than a year, and it's just now starting to degrade a little. You can see it right there. This one I've been using, or I used, I should say, like 3 to 4 months, and it looks immaculate. Now, am I a greasy sleeper? No, because I'm on the right pressure, and I don't sweat a lot when I'm sleeping. Anyway, just goes to show you that these things can last a lot longer than normal. Okay, back to the subject at hand. Now, both of these I can get away with. Now, which one fits better is the question. So we want to do, actually I'm going to use a different mask for this. This is more of a really standard type with silicone. We're using some of the same techniques we use with a full face mask if you happen to watch that video. We're focusing on the nasion, the low point of the bridge of your nose. We want this point here to rest comfortably in the low point of the bridge of my nose. Why do we want to do that? Because if you go too high, you're going to have pressure sores. You're also going to have a lot of leakage around the sides of your nose. So if we kind of slide it around in there, low point, we want to swing this down to fit underneath your nose, underneath your septum. Now, if you feel like your mask is pinching too much, it's probably because you're not going high enough and you have it riding like so. What these masks are designed to do, if you look at a lot of them, they have this kind of ribbing in here. When you put pressure in here, I don't know if you can see that, there's that ribbing. You can see it's a little thicker. If I push in here, it's going to flex in and grab. And so if you have that too far down on your nose, it's going to pinch in on your nostrils and you're, I can't breathe with this thing. So make sure you have it plenty high. That's the secret, plenty high. Now another thing is, and I'm gonna go back to my other mask here, this one's a lot wider, this one's a lot narrower. This medium here fits me better. It's longer, it's taller. I can fit it up on the low spot of the bridge of my nose, the nasion, easier than I can the large. The large still fits, but I can feel it puts a little pressure here. Not a huge deal with the memory foam. Here's another thing, and this is what I was alluding to. People complaining about, they get a lot of leaks. Now, I have these deep laugh lines because I'm such a happy guy. And what happens is sometimes if I'm using a silicone mask, I'll get a lot of leakage out of there. So here's what y'all can do if that is a problem for you. You have it here. Now, you're gonna have let's just go ahead and do it. We're gonna have this mask on. And if you have these lines and it's always leaking, just do the cuddle maneuver, pull it flat, and then that will seal and it'll keep that laugh line pulled taut. That's an easy fix for that. Okay, so as far as adjusting these, getting them fit just right, totally different video. That's how you get to the right cushion size for these. Now we have a smattering of the nasal mask. So we have the Fisher & Paykel Evora, we have the N30i, we also have the N30, very different masks. Now, if you notice though, all of them are cradles. They sit underneath your nose without going into your nose. This one's a leaky mother effer. I don't like this one, the N30, it sucks. However, if we're talking N30i, actually in my rotation, I like this one quite a bit. The general way you want to fit these, and I'm using the worst mask possible, is you want this hole here to be as big as possible. That way your breathing is not going to be restricted. That's really it. Just make sure that's as big as possible. Then the rest is trying to find a nice snug fit. Now that leads me to why I hate this one. Now they added this strap, this little adjustment. You can make it really tight, but even so, look at how stretchy this stuff is. I mean, this is, come on, that's stretchy. So any like sleeping, it's going to end up on your ear. Not a great mask just for that reason. However, the one I do like is this N30i. really good. Harder to size, but if you can get this frame part that fits well, really good mask. Let's go ahead and pipe a little air in there. This is gonna be 13 centimeters of water. That is a pressure measurement. Now, if you're a respiratory therapist, it's 13 centimeters. Okay, so this is sealing really well. This is 13 centimeters of water, centimeters, and it's leak-free. And I get plenty of air because the holes are pretty big for my giant schnoz. Oh, Jocelyn, that's like the easiest mask to fit. Why don't you do something a little more challenging? I will, Lego man. Shut up. So this one, though I like it, this is the Fisher & Paykel Evora. Really a good mask, but kind of notoriously somewhat mildly more difficult to fit. Sizing's the same. Look at this thing. Nice big nasal hole to match my nice big nasal hole. Here's the deal with this thing. So it's in there, right? That's comfortable. I can get it on my head. Now, let's turn on the air. Let's go air. Back up to 13. Wait for it. You can hear that hissing. I'm not breathing. That's leaking air. Right there is where I want it. So we have to adjust. We must adjust. And with this one, that's right. You have to do these fine adjustments up here. But as far as the cushion size, the cradle size, it fits well if it is big enough for my nostrils, but not so big that it's overlapping and air is leaking out. That's it. The rest is adjusting and getting the headgear fit for your specific needs. Just holding it in place where it doesn't leak. But even a difficult to seal mask like the Evora here, you can still get it on. Now remember, this thing you put on like a baseball cap, they say. Baseball cap. Kind of a tight baseball cap if it doesn't leak, but baseball cap. Did I cover everything there? Bullet points. Cushion or cradle, make it as big as possible without leaking on the sides. That's the size you want. And with a standard nasal mask, you just want it to nestle in on the nasian, swing down, not too wide. But if it is too wide, you can always do the old coddle maneuver, spread out them creases, spread out that crack. Oh, Jocelyn, this is a family Christian cat channel. You can't say that. No more cats on this channel. Cats are gone. Poor little Stewie. Now, look here, friends. Stick around if you want to save a little loot. Now, we have 2 Fisher & Paykel masks. Would you like either of these masks? Do they interest you? Did this video tantalize you into purchasing? Now, you can get either of these masks at the sponsor of this channel, CPAPsupplies.com. Excuse me, Jocelyn, are you going to put the ResMed mask in your cart too? Shh. If you put either of these Fisher & Paykel masks in your cart, such as the Evora or the Eson 2, you put them in your cart, you go to edit your cart, you put in discount code 20Lanky, you save 20% off the retail price. That price is stupid low. Oh, seriously, Jocelyn, why not the ResMed? CPAPsupplies.com also has other great things, such as a mask fit guarantee. So Jocelyn gave you bad advice. You got the wrong cushion size. You thought your nose was bigger, wider, smaller, fatter, leaner, stronger. But it didn't fit. You have 30 days. You can swap it out for a different size mask. They make it super easy. There's also a price match guaranteed, where if you got ripped off by CPAP supplies, you can go back and say, I just saw it over here for way less. And just like the old Circuit City commercials, they just go, they just throw you $1.25 and make it good. How great is that? So CPAPsupplies.com is sponsoring this thick content. So if you like it, check them out. Even if you don't like it, please check them out. That'd make them happy. If you have any questions about this, any comments, any clarifications, let me know in the comments section. And if for some reason you have a nasal pillow mask or a full face mask and you're like, I really wish I knew how to size this, I've already done videos for both of those. So I'm gonna link all those videos to all these other videos. There won't be a reason why you can't get the right fitting cushion on whatever mask you have. And if your problems go deeper, run much deeper than mask sizing, such as you don't think your pressure's right, you're maybe on the wrong therapy, your mask fits great, you just sleep like crap, let me know. axgsleepdiagnostics.com, tons of different services there. Hit the products link because products will take you to services. What? Why did it do that? And then you can see all the different offerings that I have. The time has runneth over. If you enjoy this kind of content, where it's like hella dry subject matter, but I either entertain or annoy you, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Remember, subscription's free today. You can subscribe for free. Limited time offer. Thanks so much for spending a little bit of your day here. Thanks for watching. Bye. Clean your stinky mask with some Mask Bright, available at Amazon. Thank you to all watching, but an extra thick thanks, buddy, to Doug Toombs, Jason Georgiades, Patricia Espelong, Sarvesh Joshi, Stuart Hetherington, Mona Swearingen, Chengtu Chen, Edward Steiner, Deborah Permute, and Shannon Kerr, and another slightly less thick thanks, buddy, to all the other YouTube members, Patreon supporters,